Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Colouring Book Club. Thank you for being here today. Good morning to you, Pam. Hope you're well. I hope you're well too, sweetheart. Thank you for being here. Okay, so we have part 4 of 4 from Sarah Victor's Kuntergrau, colouring Davy Jones Locker, and I am using luminance. So let's rock and roll. Get straight into it. Okay, I need some browns. One of the right browns here. That might be a bit on the red side. A few of them are actually. Try these. Alright, let's have a go at burnt ochre, 077, brown ochre, 037, and burnt sienna, 069. I have the light dimmed down. It's dark outside, it's cloudy and wet, and I have the light dimmed down so hopefully this doesn't flash out as much. Can zoom in. There we go. Alright. This one's a bit on the red side. I'm going to go in between all these details. And like I said, I have the light dimmed down, so hopefully it doesn't flash out as much. I'm ready to smack the cat into next week. Yeah, you! In and out like a yo-yo. Yeah, because the light's dimmed down, it's hard to see all the details. My eyes aren't the greatest. I think they're going to get better. So, as you know, chests have a lot of, it could be carvings or and all the rivets and bolts and things. And plus it's got all the jewellery. So I'll do my best to get around all that in this light. So what you been up to this week, Pam? What's Wes up to? Driving me up the bloody wall. In and out like a yo-yo. It's cold. It's only going to be 14 out there today, Celsius. Go. 5 minutes later, back in. Do need to make it dark brown. I'm going to add raw umber 548 into the mix. The shadow areas. I only have all this coral and this chest to do. So not a real lot, but you know what I'm like. Probably take me 2 hours just to do it. I did do some resin yesterday, so maybe towards the end of the stream I can get this done. I'll demould on the stream and we'll have a look and see what they're like. If I'm not happy with the details at the end, but I'm finished, I can always touch them up off stream. Get in between all these gems and pearls and things. Good morning, Brittany. Let's really website text videos. Made for me, like including screenshots and this videos and the right parts of the best construction. Yep, that's great for you, but it seems like when you colour, you like to colour your images not with bright colours so much, but more moody or dark and more subdued colours. It depends on the picture and what's going on with it at the time. Taught myself how to colour leopard print on clothes. Very chuffed. Well done, Pam. Yeah, it depends on the picture, what colours I use. I do try and use realistic colours a lot. This will have some colour in it with the coral. But I don't, because this is sort of like a line along like neutral sort of toned down colours. And coral is bright and colourful. This could be super colourful down here. And then excuse me, and then the rest of it is all, you know, sort of along the lines of sepia and greys and all that sort of thing. But because of the clouds and everything up here and the mood of the moon and all that sort of thing. And it is pretty sombre. I mean, she looks quite proud of herself with her little, with her prized possession down here. So it's not exactly a bright butterflies and flowers kind of a picture. And of course, the junk journal I'm doing at the moment, well, it's, you know, it's on the darker side of things. I'm in a dark mood. There we go, the jewels are starting to stand out a little bit now. I ordered a die cut embossing machine and a couple of die cuts and all that sort of stuff. I was going to be here today, but it looks like it won't be here till tomorrow now. So I've been naughty again. I coughed a couple of times now. I need to blow my nose. Sorry, guys. Oh, oh. Look like it. Trying to keep the heat in. It's so much better over summer. I can open the back door. He can come and go as he pleases. Right, a little bit more I can see here that needs to be done. Good morning to you, Diane. Thank you for being here, sweetheart. Hope you're doing good. Had a good week. Well, I'll come back in, Wes, because it's bloody blind. Right, that'll do for the chest, and I'm going to leave that till the end, so I'll put some nice, bright, sparkly gel pen on that so I don't smudge it. So I'll get on to the coal. Some oranges. Apricot 041. Where will I start? What else has been happening? So I was naughty and ordered a die cut embossing machine and a few other things. I ended up, I don't know why, I just couldn't help myself. I ended up ordering the Tasha's treasure books. Which is for junk journaling. And I mean, I use it on YouTube, but it'd be nice to just have the book and open the page and then you can see it in front of you instead of pause, rewind, watch that again. What was that? Pause, rewind. It's a pretty bright orange there. Try this one. It's Cornelian 8. I think that's what it says. Cornelian 850. First thing in the morning, my eyes aren't focusing. Oh, the sun just came out a little bit. That brightens it up just a tad. Okay. Maybe a little bit of, let me see. Maybe pink. Anthraquinoid pink 571. Looks like his fingers haven't been coloured. And I'll just a little bit of a touch up there. Brown ochre 50% 836. It's not a bad colour actually. Might use it somewhere. Where? Yes. Oh, I hate when it does that. My dad ended up buying me 2 packages of pencil grip, then I put chemical pencil grip right on. You want me to ask me, this is my mum opening something. And after I bought her a bag of chips for sale at half price at one of the local grocery stores, I went part-time as a fast service check. And this also there's a bag of job. Funny you ask Pam, I'm listening to two kids screaming at each other right now. My son just brought them home from school. It took 5 minutes for the screaming to start. If you like using these pencil grips, I will be buying at least 10 more online that will be doing price before I buy, so I get them at the last price if possible. Good morning to you, Luna. Welcome. Thank you for being here, sweetheart. Wow, Heather, this is gorgeous. Thank you very much, Lily. It's taken four streams, and I haven't done anything with it off stream. Just getting in between all those fine details of the coral. Let's chuck some yellow in there. Don't know if this is bright enough. I want it bright, but not too bright. I don't know if the name's starting to come up off that. I can't even make that out. Something yellow. 5, 2, 3. I can't read that. It's 5, 2, 3 anyway. Sorry, guys. This is lace co-ops. There's a lot of detail in this one. And I've used orange. Don't know if you get red coal. I think so. Scarlet 070. Oh, I can feel that breeze. Come on, Wes, where are you? I have to see if he's back in yet when I shut that door. No, I don't think he is. Yep, yeah. First thing he usually does is come in and fly up the front and jump up on the sewing cabinet and look out the window. Permanent red 061. So winter is officially here. I hate it already. It's only the 3rd day. I used to like the cold, but Not anymore. Much prefer it to be warm. Getting between those bits of coral makes it a bit darker, so the other bits at the front here stand out more. Don't know that I like that much. What other colour is? Might be a brighter yellow. Bismuth yellow 810. Yeah. Because it's grayscale, you only got to go over lightly and it already brings the details of the shading and the darker colours out anyway. And in behind, sharpen this up. That's the only thing about those pencils, you need magnifying glass. And I've already got a pair of glasses on. I can't handle the heat, so I much prefer to have cooler weather here. Well, nearly centre point. Well, I used to like the winter as a kid. I used to like the cool, but now, because I'm not working out, don't work outdoors or do anything now, I don't care if it gets hot. But I don't like being layered up with clothing. Can't move. It's just so constricting and uncomfortable. Much prefer just to have a tank top. But back in the day when I wasn't so fat, just a pair of leggings and a tank top. Quite comfortable. So I'm just getting in some details behind this coral. What will I colour next week? I have no idea. Nothing about those. Where's the white? These dots here, but I just want to bring them back a little bit. Make them a bit more subtle. It's a bit better. Okay, what other colours will I use? Maybe some pink, my least favourite colour. Oh, this is the Anthraconoid Pink 571. Use this one, I think. I suppose I could just go over the whole lot. I don't want to get the background too much. But I also want to do the background darker in some colours so the coral stands out. Make that a bit darker under there. So it's in the shadows a bit more. What else? Trying to think what colours. It might be a bit too dark. Actually, this would be good for the background, maybe. And this one is olive brown 039. Might not stand out much. Olive brown 10% 732. Just a little bit of Alright. Boy. Nice green here. Cobalt green 182. And then behind that needs something. Oh, maybe I'll use this one. Olive brown 039 underneath. Might use some sort of blue as well. What have we got? But that's this will go, but anyway. Grey blue 755. So I'm going to mix it in with the olive brown. Make the pink stand out a bit more. There you go, Brittany, where are you? I'm adding a bit of colour in. Makes the pink stand out a bit more. Might try a little bit of green ochre 025. Not bright enough unless I darken the background. Add some olive yellow 015. It doesn't look bright enough. Yes, that's deceptive because that's not bright at all. Really. Go for the yellow. Ouch. Bismuth yellow 810. I on screen. And then behind it, oops, supposed to go on to that. I suppose it doesn't really matter if it's seaweed. But anyway, the white's brought it back. So if it's growing off the chest, that doesn't really matter, does it? Just going around getting any shadowy bits. I'll make the rest stand out. Maybe some more orange. No, I've got orange behind it. Can't use that there. I do all the gel, the treasure with gel pens. Funny you should say that, Lulu. Good morning to you, Pete. Yeah, how did your test result go, sweetheart? Good question. Yes, I am going to do all those gems and everything with gel pen. Make it all pretty and sparkly. Yes, it's amazing news. Oh, awesome, sweetheart. That's fantastic. No, fantastic. And I hope you're feeling a lot better and all that's behind you now. Get on with life and have some normality back. Okay. I'm thinking some of this stuff along the top here is like the foam, the wash under the waves. I'm guessing. Well, that's what I'm going to make it as anyway. It's a bit cold there. Bit of yellow. Nope, try green. White or white? Oh. Light sandy sort of colour. It's not very light. Did you bring something inside with? I decided to do resin yesterday, and it's a big, like pretty big brown box, 3.75 litres, between the two bottles. So I brought it out, put it on the bench. Next minute, I've got this bloody big white tail walking across the bench, so I planted the box on top of him, so he didn't last long. I was like, I was just walking up the hallway with that. Yuck, 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 yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Could I put my hand on him? Yuck. Yucky, 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 yuck. Just thinking about it now. I don't mind spiders, I don't mind spiders as long as they're not on me. I want to do more orange. Just about done, I reckon. I think. Till I turn the light on brighter and go, oh. Good morning, Sherry. Oh, it's Melody's birthday today. Happy birthday for today, Melody. Oh. Oh. It's amazing, B. I'm over the moon for you. Yeah, absolutely. Sarah, get on in 4 months. It's a little way to go, but it's getting to normal. Awesome, sweetheart. This is looking awesome, Heather. Thank you, B. Thank you. Love the little pops of colour. Hey, B, great news. Melody's birthday today. Hey, ladies, sorry I've been missing in action lately. Yes, but I've noticed. I had a lot going on. How are all of you? Well, I hope you're doing all right, Sherry, and I hope everything's okay. But yes, I have noticed you missing in action. Oops, that's flashing. Stop. Sorry about that. Don't know what's doing that. Stop it. Actually, just looking at that on screen, it's coming out the way I wanted to. It's not super bright colours. It's just nice and subtle. Yeah. Look, it is looking pretty cool. Yeah, I like the colours. They're coming out just the way I wanted. On screen, they look all right. They are, though. They're subtle. They're not big, bright, bold colours. And the underneath the water with the above, it goes. It's turning out the way I wanted it to. Are you wearing a cardigan? I think I have the same one. I am. And it's got a belt tie on it, which ended up in the toilet. I was busting and I went and I thought, nah, don't let that get in the toilet. And I thought, oh, hopefully it'll be all right. And then I went to stand up and it's like, damn. So I had to take that off and put it in the wash. Yeah, and I'm wearing it. Oh, how funny is that? Oh, I'll laugh out loud. Yeah, it's got a bit of a collar on it. But that's about, yeah. It's, how funny. Mine looks different, same yarn. And I can spin a yarn or two as well. Let's spin some yarns. Okay, I'm just looking. Yeah, there's not that much just fiddling around there. There was a bit of coral I saw somewhere. There's also, this looks like a bit of seaweed. What will I colour? I don't know. I'm thinking about next week. I have no idea. I'd like to go back to Kirby's Dark Fairy Tales, but it's taken me four streams just to get this done. My sleeves have cabling down. Okay, no, I don't. It's gorgeous, Hannah. Oh, my jumper. My cardigan. Not. Glad you like it. May was a long, long month. Laugh out loud. Good and bad. Well, I hope it ended up all good in the end. Darken this up as I go. It's got some white dark shadow. Where else? Oh, that's where I saw it. What colour will I do the coral? Sort of looks like a bit of a fluffy feather on his cap, but that would be ridiculous being under the water because we know that feathers don't stay fluffy when they're in water. I'm just looking what colour I use. I don't know about going a red. Do you get red coal? Oh, I think he's inside. I'll shut the door. Yep. Now, I want it red, but I don't want it standing out above everything else on the page. So I use a bit of white and just bring it back a bit. Should just leave things alone. Start mucking around with them. Not sure what that is over there. Not that it's really working with the finger, but always try. Oh, my sleeve jumped out of skin. Don't know if that's part of his hat or is this actual white? No, it's buff titanium. I think I'm going to leave it there. I can see a couple of little bits, but get on to the jewels. green. Sepia is brown. Brown. All right. There's a couple of little things that I could play around with, but she's pretty much. Oh, what's going on? I had to go spend time with my grandson, but I also said goodbye to our friends. Oh, I'm sorry to see that, Sherry. Oh. One good thing today, though, that happened, my reprinted Clara. I know! She released her first book. I meant to bloody message you. I saw that. I thought, oh, Sherry's going to be happy. So you've got it. Awesome. That's nice. Magical Delights is her first one. Oh, thank you, Sherry. Cool, it's the one I have. She put out a limited release run of it. Yeah, but it probably had the original, which is worth way more, though. Yeah, I don't know if it'd be worth more coloured. If it was not touched and in mint condition, it'd probably be maybe worth more. I think the first page I did in that was Chris Chang's one. Stop flashing. I probably spelt that wrong. No. No. It's E-N. Actually, it's E-N-G, I think. Who cares? It doesn't matter. We know you mean. Can't wait to do my review. Alright, let's pick out some gels. Oh, my glitteries. I'm scared to bloody put the light on brighter. Let's see what happens. Watch out. Okay, right. Let's see. Yeah, see what happens. This is a bugger of a picture. I don't know if I can work with it up like that. Now I'll get the remote. I'll try. Certainly easier for me to see, but yeah, it's just that it flashes out. That's why I had it down dark. It was much easier. It's been a difficult picture. I need possible. All that foamy water. I think this is getting. Wish they had windows on them so you could see how much you got left. But it is getting watery, so I think it is running out. Now I put the lid on. I learnt that years ago in Scarsdale when it all ended up the wall. But I'm glad, like, it's, I mean, I've got other ones there, but yeah, running now, it's not so white, it's more watery. can be your advantage at times. You should have some bubbles coming up. Still kicking. Shiny happy people holding hands. Or some are just them typing. Look at them. I'm glad you are doing good also. Yep. So everyone can have that song running through their head now. I do need. Oh, I think I'm start with another one. Might be right. I like pearls to be white. So I've got some silver. This is the fun part though, adding the bling and the silver. Gold. The only thing about gel pens, when you first put it down and it's really wet, it looks great and then it dries and it doesn't look as good. This is the only one I like from Kaiser Craft. I got rid of the rest, I'll never buy them again. This one's copper. Yeah, they get air pockets in them and sometimes they're really juicy and the nib was broke on one of them and I mean I don't apply pressure but it's like, yeah, no, I'll never buy them again. The bugger's not even going to work properly. What else? Blue, red. finicky gel pens, especially white. Yeah, they are. You buy all these Signos and Poscas and all these different white gel pens trying to get the ultimate. The Tulia are pretty good when once you get them going. They're not too bad. Now, what was I doing? Oh. But wrong way. There we go. Now, I hope that it's not exactly clear. Better tilt up. There we go. That's better. So, blue. I want it to all be white pearls. It's too much white. I just thought I'd let you know it's Chris Chan, not Chris Chan, according to the search it did here on the free YouTube. Plus, I have my emotional support cat laying next to me. Oh. You don't. It's a metallic. You don't belong with him. Yeah, I think the green's too close to the blue, actually. I like silver. I want it to stand out. But next to the blue, and these are one-sided pictures too, so you can go to town, really. And if you find that the glitter's clogging the, just give it a shake. Just looking for some studs on the chest. No, there should be more than that. Can't find it. What other colour will I use? Excuse me. Purple. Yeah, you'll go in the bin. Got rid of the rest and kept this one because I bought a whole packet just for this colour. Stupid me. I mean, I was going to use the others, but It was mainly this colour I wanted, the copper. Just a couple of little shadows. No, actually, what's normal silver. The handle. Gold is it? Well, that blends in with the brown a bit too much. I think I've done a better job of that. What did I even do down here? I'll find bits later on that I missed. Yeah. On the carpet in the bedroom in the bath. On the carpet. don't mind using certain gel pens, especially ones that I can buy up and stock, and I'll buy ink refills for. Used to be able to buy Kaiser open stock, but not. They stopped it. That's like, well, stick it. Tutorials here and other apps and website. What was that? The Posca or Truly Art White acrylic paint pen you just got finished using? It's a Posca. Oh, Pam, I just got a password. Oh, exciting! Oh, Wondrous Folk, Christine, Karen. Oh, nice. That's a good book. Should probably colour in that one next week. I've got it as well. And I don't think I've even done anything on it. What did you get in the parcel? I got a pattern envelope from me. There's like 6 stainless steel salad dressing or sauce holders with their own coloured tops that I bought on 10 Sometimes I'll show my. I'm stuck living with them in this rental apartment. I love the pre-recorded ones because I can stop and pause whenever I need to, and she is also clear about what pencils she is using. Yeah, that's how I got onto Prismacolor, was stumbled upon Chris Cheng, and the rest is history. Cannot learn from a pre-recorded video to no matter if they are posted to YouTube or some other app and website, or because I have been diagnosed. I think you can find something that works for you. During the pandemic, stay the same. What has changed? Yeah, no, I started using Prismacolors and totally converted. Can't stand markers now, actually. Oh, I don't dislike them, but I can't colour in with them and that. No, gotta have pencils, detail, and I bet that handle being silver. Don't really like it much. See what happens if I use gold on top. And the Sharpies. I mean, this is good thick paper, but some Sharpies bleed and there's a few others that don't. Yeah, that killed it back a bit. I've just got the top of the lid to go and a couple of little bits and pieces here. Either copper Sharpie. Blends too much with the round pencil. I'll try a Signo metallic gold. That's a nice gold. Still hard to see. Just random now. Now I need to make that a bit more defined. Let me see. Rather to really sharpen because I'm lazy. Yeah, there's quite a few, muck that up. There's a few details that I would like to fix up. I know that. But anyways. What will I use? Just any bits of wood that I can see that aren't coloured. Maybe I can do these pearls as well. Oh, I can do a demold in a minute. Awesome. Should be okay to demold now. 10:30. Yep, that should be right. 24 hours pretty much. Oh, B's gone. So sorry, Anna. I'll have to go. Good week all. Thanks for streaming. You're welcome, B. Have a great week, sweetheart. And that was awesome news. Imagine being nearly 60 and realising that might be a thing for you. Never too late, as they say. Never too old, never too late. Never stop learning. That must feel a bit odd to you, Sherry. Yeah, for sure. It explains so much, though. I absolutely cannot stand the smell of Sharpies that are most similar to alcohol markers because they smell too strong to me. Yeah, I understand that. The grandson has found out recently. My son has it and he is 29. Love it, Heather. Thank you, Lulu. My journal's coming along a bit too. So I'll do a quick update on that and I'll do a demo. Because she doesn't speak right. Doing the same time about we say the instructions for doing our instructions to provide those written step-by-step instructions in the image. So I'll screenshot every step and written down step-by-step instructions so that I am not stuck having to use out-of-date tutorials. Difficult to find those set of circumstances that you need to learn. Alright, I think if my eyes would focus, I'm just looking, there's probably a couple of little things that I've just spotted. Yep, see little bits and pieces. Just don't know about the colours. This spot a little horror would work properly. I like the copper. It does blend in with the brown chest a bit too much. I'm going to consider it pretty much done. There's a couple of little things that I could fix up. And I've just spotted a little bit in here. I don't know what that is. Could be coral in the background, could be a lot of things. Just adding a bit of colour, this and that. Because it wasn't coloured at all. Should leave it alone before I start mucking things up. So I put my hand straight on the gel pen. I think it's dry. Yeah, there's a couple of little bits on here. Just quickly. Oh, I thought that felt slippery on the floor. It was my the paper towel. Alrighty, let's zoom out. You need all the details. Oh yeah, I'll get that one for sure. I love your treasure chest, Tim. Thank you very much, Sherry. It's very true for me. See if I do get it. Zoom out. Come back in a little bit more. Sorry, guys. All right, there we go. maybe I'll dull it down for a second, like I had before. Work, stupid. Sorry about the table. Anyway, yeah, so she's gold. It's quite shiny all over. So she's actually gold, so I don't want to play around with it too much. And then, yeah, so it's, yeah, see, trying to get the colour of her. Anyway, that's that. So I do get it. It was nice catching up with you ladies. Brittany, stay strong. Here you go, and Sherry. Bye, darling. I'm just going to do a demold now of my... Get that out of the way. Well, I probably should have... Yeah, I'm going to do a demold. I have to do it, so I'm going to do it on stream. And while you're here, Lulu, I'll do a quick... I hope that's not going to play up too much. Probably will. Flash out. Look at that. See, look at that colour in there. It's berserk. Alright. Saturation isn't even... Anyways. Just so it doesn't go all weird, I'll put that under there. Whoa, see what I mean? Sorry guys. I have to get the light right. Because see how the colour went all stupid? There we go. Something like that. Alright. Unless you want to stick around. Thank you very much. If you don't, I understand. I think this mould, I've never used it before. It's slightly out of shape. But anyway. Stuff everywhere now. Alright. This should be pretty right. They sound pretty hard. It's a chord to 11 or something. So 24 hours. So I'll do that. And I'll do this. Alright. Are you here, Lulu? So I've done a little bit more. I did some beads last night. God, that took longer than what I thought. Anyway, so yeah, I did some, I don't know, I thought maybe black and gold would have been better, but I chose red and black. And I undid the knot because I had one too many beads on there, so I had to undo the 3 knots and take the other bead off so it wasn't too many. So anyway, so I did some beads. What else did I do? Got a card, it had like a monster can, you know, that Red Bull crap, whatever. So I stuck some moths on it. And what else? I got a Dracula. And him and he's got his girl there, and then him and his lover are on the back. And they're not looking too good. What? Bit of a spider web. stuck them on. I've also ordered, as well as an embossing die cut machine, I ordered an envelope punch because I had to make an envelope. And I don't want to do a template for all these different sizes. But anyway, I made an envelope. It turned out really cool. So there's actually a skull inside there. So the envelope, I was quite proud of myself. The envelope turned out awesome. What else did I do? I stuck them on. They're not really finished, but he's got his pet wolves and whatever, and put him on last night. That's a bit of a pocket there, but it just slipped something in there. What else? Stuck that on, so we've got a tomb there, and I actually stuck that down, but yeah, coffin. He actually looks like he's smiling, but it's not someone's real skeleton, so I'm sure he's not smiling. This one's a bit on the horror side for those who don't like horror, but I kind of thought this was funny. I stuck one of those moths on top and he's freaking out at the moth. Oh, Lulu's going as well. Bye. The envelope is cool. Thank you, Diane. Anyway, he's freaking out at the moth. I put the moth on there, so he's freaking out at the moth. I need something down the bottom, and then I put a brad in, and I've got. So you got your tomb. So you got your tomb here, and then you got the tombs here, and then you got the guardian, and then you got all the skulls in there. Just a bit of a story. Playing around, do whatever you want. It's a junk journal. You put junk in it. Anyway, so did that. I took something out of there. I changed my mind. Here I just did a card with a bit of a collage on it with different spooky things on it. This one here has. I like how. I don't know if you can see that. Just the way I put it in there, it's like he's got talk to the hand, stop. It's just his hand there, the way he's pushing at Nosferatu. Anyway, so yeah, just making stupid little stories. This one's a door, and I've ordered some pictures like alchemist sort of rooms. So open the door, and I'm waiting for them to come from Temu. So open the door, and then you've got this room, and then down here underneath that picture of the room, I'm going to have the shelf, and then down the bottom some crystals and bottles and everything. So you've walked up to the door, you walk into the room, then you walk up to the shelf, and so yeah, it gets closer and closer. Anyway, it's just something. So I did this, and it's a flip. I did this. This was a bugger to make because you have to line them up so they come down nice upon each other. And it's got nothing to do with horror or gothic or anything else really, but they're fractals out of a book, Earth from Space or whatever, and they're just beautiful pictures. So I changed my mind and I put these in instead, but it turned out cool because I just love colours. So I did that. Anyway, that has nothing to really do with the subject of this journal, but it is what it is. And then on this one, be warned, people who don't like spiders. My pet spider. and a python of some sort. I'm not sure what he is. Orange might be a constrictor. I'm not sure. Anyway, and I put some lace on there last night. So I've got a bit to go. But anyway, that's a quick update on this. And so I made yesterday. I wanted a black heart, so I don't know how these turned out. Anyway, so let's go. Da-da-da-da. So here's all sparkles. That's going to go with my junk journal. But yeah, that turned out really pretty. And this one I put a bit of purple in it. I don't know whether it will show up or not. Look. And I also put a few... Oh, nice finish on it. Nice and shiny. I also put a few flakes of silver glass in it anyway, so flashing out. But anyway, so I made 2 hearts, black hearts, because I wanted that to go with my journal. I made some buttons. If I can get it off the 4-prong. Just a couple of clear ones. And a sparkly button. And a coloured one. Turned out alright. Turned out good. And a green one. Looks pretty. So yeah. So homemade buttons. Who needs to buy them when you can get resin and make a million homemade buttons, any colour you want, any and sizes as well. Sorry, it's flashing out. Yeah, different sizes. So I think, oh no, there's another tiny one there. That's all out of this mould. Yep. And this one I made a blue button. Oh, it's pretty. And that's got sparkle in it as well. And that turned out really good. I was hoping my resin is alright because it's got a shelf life of 12 months and I got it on the 21st of May. Oh, look at it. There's sparkle in that. Got all the rainbow, what's the name, sunk. Oh shit. Oh shit. This is what you don't want to happen. Oh, that's not good. Anyway, that was a boo-boo. Yeah, I don't know. There's no white on that, so I don't know why. One of them, this one's alright. There's something you just don't want happening. Now guys, I'm quickly washing my hands. You really, really don't want resin. You don't want stuff like that happening. Do's and don'ts of resin. Now, one of these, I don't know, it's not white. Yeah, that white. That hasn't cured, that white. I could leave it for longer, it's not quite, but that white, for some reason, don't know why. So cool, Hannah, I love those hearts. Thank you, Diane. Wow. Maybe you could use some of those rubber gloves to protect your hands from the chemicals. Well, I do, but for the demold, because they're all like a set, they better be. It's just that white that I've used. For some reason it hasn't cured. All the buttons, these are fine. These are hard as, these are good. They're all good. The hearts are good. All that is good. It's just that white, for some reason, is not very happy. And I could leave it for a bit longer, but I don't know. So that'll I'll give them a bit longer, but I don't think they're going to cure, and I'll take them outside and get a freezer bag and take them out and seal it up and ditch them. Alright, so I did do some coasters. Fingers crossed. Oh, they're sparkling. Probably all sunk. And the bits of silver glass, the glass shards, they sunk too. Fingers crossed, guys. Oh, here we go. I'll zoom in a bit. There. Yeah, it's a little sparkle in that. Woohoo! Sparkle, sparkle. Anyway. It turned out right, but yeah, the sparkle. Look at that. You know, that's one. I've never used the holder before, so I'm interested to see how that goes. Come out nice. How cool is that sparkle? Alright. Next one. Yeah, the resin is 12 months old and it's got a shelf life of 12 months and 6 months once open. And I was praying it was okay. So I've got to use it. Look at the sparkle in that. Might have to put a top coat. I can feel those because they sunk. No, that's the bottom. Yeah, I can feel them. I could put a coat, a top coat on them, but I'm not fussed. Unless I sold them or something like that. That one's plenty of sparkle. Maybe white takes longer. Those coasters turned out nice. Are these for a gift or for you? Not for anything really. I just had to use up the resin because it's 12 months shelf life, and I got it on the 21st of May, which is actually my birthday, last year. So I was just praying that it was still okay, and it is. It's okay. But now that I've opened it, it's got 6 months shelf life, so I have to use it and get them done, and then I don't have to worry so much, because it's $249 worth of freaking resin, 3.75 litres. I think this might be still a little bit soft. Not sure. Haven't used it before, so taking the mould off. Yeah, I can demould it, but it is just a little bit on the soft side. Still pliable, bit pliable. Come off. I'll never demould. Some moulds can be a bit difficult. And this is like hard, but it's still a bit pliable. So I just want to take it easy. Come off, you bloody thing. There we go. So she's hard, but just still a bit pliable, because it's 24 hours to cure, but 72 hours to fully. But anyway, there's the holder. all done. So she's just still a bit soft, and hopefully it's fit. 2, 3, 4. Done. Oh, that looks good. The side. Anyway, so that's my set of coasters. And the first time I've used the holder. There we go. I'm just going to clean this. See, it's come out all clean and it's all good. Just going to be a little bit gentle with them. I'll figure that out. That way. That way. There we go. There's the mold. Oh my god, yeah, just those buttons. Bugger. What those hard? Maybe you could. Yeah, I do. Maybe what takes longer. I don't know. I can't think of the white that I used, but yeah, I don't know why. Maybe a bit too much colour, a drop or two too much. They're only little buttons, but anyway, they're going to be a throw out. Those coasters turned out nice, thank you, Diana. These are no, they're just because I need to use it. I bought enough supplies to do about 10 resin projects and never did anything with them. They were all in my storage from when I moved in with my son. If that is resin and it's been in storage and over 12 months, there is a high chance that your resin will be hard as a rock in the bottle. The shelf life is limited. If you look after your moulds and you keep them out of the sun and all that sort of stuff, and don't just squish them and stack them on each other and everything, they should be okay. Like, yeah, don't store them like this. I've got bits of cardboard between each one. So one bit of cardboard, another one bit of cardboard just for support. Because stacking them like this for long term will put them out of shape. So that's not a real good storage thing. Anyway, just saying. So I hope everything's all right for you, Diane. Get them out and have a go, girl. I've got my mask there that I didn't wear yesterday that I should wear, but I do wear gloves. Absolutely wear gloves. And if you ever get resin on your hands or clothes or anything, wash it immediately. It's been about 1.5 years since I moved. I never read the instructions on the resin because I wasn't ready to do anything with it yet. Well, this is epoxy resin, so it takes 24 hours. UV resin has to be kept in a dark place. And as far as storage life goes, I'm not real sure. I've had mine for a while and they're still good. I've even got a dipping pot. Like if I wanted to get that and recoat it, I could dip it in the dipping pot, and it's in a little container and it's in a black pull string bag. It's got to be kept dark because any light that gets to any resin, whether it be UV or epoxy, will cure it. So it's got to stay away from natural light, sun, all that stuff. This sort of light that I'm in now, if I was working with epoxy, is ideal because there's no natural light getting to it. It's all artificial light. But yeah, you need to check it out, girl, make sure it's all okay. And I hope you didn't buy a ton of resin like I did, $249 worth, to find that it had gone hard. I would have been gutted yesterday, but no, it's all good. But it's 11:04, so it's barely 24 hours, and the weather, like, turn the heat. It's cold here now, and it likes warm weather. And it was cold overnight because I turned the heater off. So this here, although I demolded it and it's slightly pliable, it's hard, but it's still flexible. That's okay. It just needs a little bit longer. But it takes, like I said, it takes good, technically you're not supposed to use these for about 3 weeks until they're fully, 24 hours to get hard like this, 72 hours to fully cure, and then it can take a few weeks after that to be like you know, rock hard. But this one I made last year, you know, it's got a couple of ring marks on it, bugger all, and it's just, you know, I'm not moving that. And I made that last year, and that's my coaster that I just use. It's fine. But yeah, check it out. And depending on what you bought, your moulds and whatever else, they don't last forever. Got to take care of them, any dust or dirt or scratches. If I got my nail and scratched that, that would come through on anything that I do in future. So you got to take care of them. Does the resin burn your skin? Why so many precautions? There is VOCs on it, like there's fumes, volatile, what is it? VOC. Volatile something or other. Anyway, they say no VOCs on the bottom. Even this resin says food safe. I still don't recommend, never ever put food directly onto resin plates or anything like that. Put it on a plate, put it on the resin tray or whatever, but don't put food directly on resin, ever. Whether they say food safe or not, no. Some can give off a little bit of fumes, some say no VOCs. This one yesterday, it gave off a little bit of smell. Wasn't bad, but it's like, whoa, you know, I should be wearing my mask. Definitely wear gloves. Some people are very, you know, sensitive to stuff. So if I was doing resin every single day, you know, you should wear long sleeve, your gloves, long sleeve, mask, and even eye protection against it, because some people do, they break out in rashes and all sorts of stuff, and can get quite sick. And then if you take the right precautions and wear gloves, wear long sleeve clothes, wear shoes, you know, cover your skin like that and wear a mask, you should be okay. And a well ventilated room. I do it on the induction with a big garbage bag and silicone mat, and I turn the induction, the fan on, the exhaust fan on, to suck up the fumes. But by rights, if you had a spare room that you could keep away from everyone, your pets, your family and all that sort of stuff, it's best to do it like that. Yeah, like I said, this gave off a little bit of smell yesterday, but I had the exhaust fan on 2 or 3, so it was quite strong. You can get evaporators or whatever, that air filters that clean out the room like a machine, and it sucks out all the fumes and whatever else. But yeah, you need to keep it away from pets and family and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, Wesley, he's pretty much stayed away yesterday, so I was lucky. But, you know, if you come around, it's like, I don't want him around when I'm doing it. I'd rather he stayed well away. Yeah, some people are sensitive, some are okay. If you're doing it every single day as a living and selling and doing markets and all that sort of stuff, you would definitely wear a mask and long sleeves and all that, and cover your skin and wash your skin immediately. I'm trying to think of his name. Stephen. Oh, God. Hang on. Steve McDonald, he does resin all the time, and he got quite like skin rashes and all this. He still does it. He just takes the proper precautions for it. He does it every day. He makes a shitload of stuff. So, you know, he broke out, I don't know, he had things with dermatitis or something with his skin and a few other things or whatever. So I think he got a bit sick from it. So he still does it to this day. He still posts on YouTube and everything. He just takes the right, he's got a fully enclosed mask, which I have as well, with a filter on it and all that sort of stuff. Because he does it all the time for a living. Whereas, you know, I'm not doing it like that. Although you should still take precautions at all times. Oh gosh, I couldn't be bothered with all that. I'll stick to my pencils. Yeah, I know. Look, I love resin. It's a lot of fun. I got that done. They look really cool on the side. It's nice and sparkly and everything. I love my jewellery that I've made and you know, the buttons and, you know, all that sort of stuff. They turned out pretty cool. You know, like, it's a lot of fun. It's good. It's got its benefits from it. But it's just, sometimes I wish I didn't start it because I spent so much money on stuff. And then I got all that stuff off Deb. I've got all heaps of moulds and all, you know, all this sort of stuff to use. And why didn't I just stick to pencils? And doing my journal, you know, I did the resin yesterday. There's a bit of, you know, cleaning up. You need stuff. Isopropyl, baby wipes if you clean up your mould immediately, or like your stirring pot and all that sort of stuff. There's heaps to learn. Stirring it so you don't get bubbles. Stir it slowly. Make sure you go right to the bottom and wipe this, you know, do the sides as well while you're stirring it up. So you don't get bubbles, you got to stir it slowly, all that sort of stuff. I can see. Oh, no, it's not. It's the silk. Actually, I did pretty good. That might be a little tiny bubble there. No, it's not. It's silver. I did pretty good, actually. Damn, girl. I did pretty good. And use a long neck lighter, not a blow torch heat gunnery, a long neck lighter, and you just skim over the surface and get the bubbles out. Then 10 minutes later, do it again. Bubbles can rise to surface. Sometimes you, yeah. Anyway, I'm just rambling. There is a lot to learn with it, but you know, it has its benefits. You know how much buttons are to buy these days? You can make 1 million buttons at home for nothing. Well, you know, next to nothing. Any colour you want, put stuff in them, put glitter in them, do whatever. Buttons cost a heap these days. They're not cheap anymore. I would rather do this. It's much cleaner. Resin, you know, like this here that hasn't cured properly. It's just the white. But I still don't think I would keep it. It's the white. And see, that's hard, but that white hasn't cured properly for some reason. And the rest of it's fine. But you know, you get your botch jobs, your success and failures or whatever, and learn from it. This might be just a bit too much white. One drop too much. I only put a couple in, but they're small buttons, so I don't know. Anyway, you got to take this outside and clean it out. Wear gloves, clean it out. Get some isopropyl isopropyl and clean it. And seal it in and put it in the bin. Make sure you seal it in a bag or something because it's not exactly environmentally friendly. Yeah, I know, stick with your pencils. Like I said, you know, you can have fun, you can make all these buttons and different things and that. Or you could be smart and just stick with your pencils and have a book and pencils and away you go. I could be bothered with all that. I'll stick with my pencils. Junk journal is more fun, less hassles and risks, except the shopping bills. Yeah, now junk journals are junk. You can use cereal boxes, you can use the glassine bags out of cereal boxes, you can use bubble wrap, you can use leftover cotton, you can use all sorts of stuff. You can go to op shops. Doesn't have to all be new stuff. It is a junk journal. But once again, you know, you buy charms or you can find old necklaces and jewellery and stuff at op shops and old books that you can pull apart for the covers and that at op shops and use the pages and, you know, like you don't have to go to brand new stuff to do a junk journal. Unlike me, who buys all sorts of stuff. But it is junk. You can use so many things around your house to put into a junk journal and it won't cost you much at all. If you find stuff around your house, it won't cost you anything. You got spare paper, you got a spare cereal box, you're well on your bit of string, you're well on your way to making a journal. So got some stamps, some ink, stencils, pictures, collage, stickers, you know. You got yourself a journal. Easy done. Just from stuff around the house. Junk journal is more fun, less hassles. Yeah. Yeah, resin does has its risks. Do I wish I'd started it? Well, I don't know. I do, you know, like I said, you make your buttons and your jewellery and, you know, and I open up my cabinet now and go, what will I wear today? And that's a lot of fun. That's great. So it's got its benefits from it, for doing it. It's not all bad. It's a lot of good. It's got its pros and cons like everything else, you know. Anyway, guys, thank you for sticking that out. Yeah, that's it. We took up the 2 hours after all that. Where are we? There we go. Zoom out. There's all the stuff. Take it easy, guys. Thank you very much. Oh, what was it? Was it wildflower folk that you got? Is that right? Wildflower folk. I have started something in it. We can colour in that next week. Yeah, there we go. I did that one. We'll colour in this one next week. I'm pretty sure it's wildflower folk, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure. Pear. Excellent, love her book. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was wildflower folk. Pretty sure. Anyway, we'll colour in that one next week, all right? So that's that decision done. Now pick a page. Take it easy, guys. Love you and leave you. Thank you for being here today. See you next week.